Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Kaleem Khan, and welcome to this Facebook Live session on skincare and tips. So you're more than welcome to start sending in your queries. And by the time that happens, I'll just give a small introduction about myself. I'm a dermatologist, been practicing for more than a decade. And today we are here at my clinic. It's called Skin Indulgence, and it's in Lokhandwala, Andheri. At the clinic, we offer a range of treatments from skin, hair, and even nails. As a dermatologist, that's what we cater to. And the services that we offer include everything from repairing your skin that was damaged due to some diseases like acne or some scars, helping it to rejuvenate, and then finally look your best. So we have customized treatments available for acne, for pigmentation, for just keeping your skin healthy and glowing. Of course, we also cater to hair-related problems of hair fall, hair dryness. And at the same time, we also, more importantly, cater to people who have skin problems, skin dryness, sometimes conditions like psoriasis, eczema can really bother a person a lot, and they're busy looking for a good treatment to help overcome their daily problems. And at Skin Indulgence, we offer all that. In hair, nowadays, everyone has hair fall apparently. So treatments for hair fall, which are more customized as per your lifestyle, how to improve the nutrition, how to make your hair stronger, thicker, reduce hair fall, grow back new hair if possible. And not to forget nails. So improving your nails in terms of their thickness. If they're brittle, then to improve their brittleness. And also to get that shine and luster in your nails again. So while we are waiting for some questions to pop in, let's talk about some basic skincare, which I think is overlooked by many or not given enough importance by most people. A basic good skincare routine would include using a cleanser, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen. The cleanser has to be something which is gentle, which helps to take away all the dirt, cleans up your face, and at the same time leaves you feeling nice and fresh. There are a lot of different types of cleansers which are targeted to suit different skin types. So you must be aware of your skin type. If you're not, you need to visit your dermatologist who will help you pick the right one for you. It's not one cleanser suits all thing for everyone. The other most important thing that people must realize that after cleansing, you need to give back the moisture to your skin. So using a nice moisturizer, something that suits you, is as essential as washing your face every day. Depending upon your skin type again, if you're oily, then a specific moisturizer type. If you're dry, then a more hydrating moisturizer. So moisturizers are not same across the board, and they too need to be used as per your skin type. And something which is almost always neglected in a hot, humid country like ours is the use of sunscreens. But it is a very essential part of daily skincare routine. Hi Sheetal, we have Sheetal asking us something about dry skin, and she experiences dandruff only during winters. So it is expected that your dandruff will become worse during winters because of the dry weather. Using a mild shampoo. So if you regularly use a normal to oily shampoo, you need to switch over to a dry scalp shampoo and try and use a conditioner to get back the moisture in your scalp and the hair. So that is something that you can do. So during winters, you need to change to a more milder, more hydrating shampoo and a conditioner. The dandruff during winters necessarily need not be because of an infection and you need an anti-dandruff shampoo. You just need a milder shampoo. Hi Yasmin, you want to know what the best shampoo for oily hair scalp is? Well, frankly, there is no such thing as the best shampoo. The shampoos need to be something that suit you as an individual. Most shampoos have labels running across them stating that they are for oily scalp or a dry scalp or a normal to dry scalp. Pick up something for oily scalp. Any brand is good as long as it suits you. So a quick tip that I have for most of my patients is go to your local grocery store, pick up the 1-2 rupee sachets and try 3-4 different types. Whichever one suits you, stick to it. Just to add to this, most people feel that shampooing, say maybe twice a week is good enough. But according to me, you can even shampoo your hair daily because it's more of a hygiene issue rather than anything else. Hi Deepika, even you had a similar question except that you wanted a shampoo for dry hair. The same comments even for this. There is no one good shampoo or the best shampoo. Use one which suits you. Use one which is designed for dry hair. And you should be good to go. Sheetal again wants to know something about sunscreens and what is the ideal SPF. That's a good question, Sheetal. The best SPF is anything more than 30. So start off with 30 SPF at least. And as it becomes more of a habit to use sunscreens daily and you're able to tolerate the texture of a sunscreen, you can then increase slowly to 50 SPF. But a minimum SPF of 30 is something that I would recommend you use daily. Vinay, hi Vinay, thanks for joining in. Vinay wants to know if there's any shampoo that they can use for babies below 5 years. There are a lot of shampoos in the market now which cater exclusively to children and infants. If it is a baby specific shampoo, then it should be good. In fact, Sebamed has an excellent range of products for babies. You could definitely try their shampoo. So the point that I was trying to make is shampooing the hair is similar to using a soap on your body for a body wash. So just like you want to clean your body, you want to clean your scalp. So shampooing even daily is an excellent idea, especially in a hot, humid country and a city which is undergoing constant renovations. There's dust and pollution in the air, which settles on your scalp, makes you feel dirty. So try and shampooing more often. I would recommend daily. A mild shampoo is good enough. Hi Nitesh. You want to know something for a good skin lightening cream for long-term use. It'll be difficult to recommend something off the bat here as a skin lightening cream, but that's a very good question that you asked, that what is safe for long-term use, because many a times skincare creams, skin lightening creams, which tend to be very effective in a short term, if used for long, can give rise to a lot of side effects, especially those which contain hydroquinone or some steroids. So look for something which has kojic acid in it as a main component. They tend to be safe and can be used long term. Hi Umar, Good to see you. You're here with us. You want to know the difference between first, second, and third degree burns. This is slightly off topic, but a good question nonetheless. The degree of burns depends upon the depth of the damage of the burn, right? So the first degree burns are very superficial, where only the superficial layers of the skin are damaged. The second degree burns go a little deeper up to, say, the dermis and the fat, and the third degree burns can go deep up to the muscle and deeper tissues. A quick tip: if you do end up burning yourself, say you ended up holding something hot and you burnt your fingers, the first thing you must do is immediately apply cold water or ice to negate the effect of the heat damage that is going on in your skin. After that, you can take the appropriate steps to prevent blister formation. On the topic of sunscreens, an SPF of 30 is a recommended SPF. And although we feel that sunscreens should be used only when going out in the sun, that is not the case. And sunscreen use should be incorporated in our daily routine almost as a second skin. Question by Vipin, and he's experiencing a lot of hair fall. And he wants to know which shampoo is a good one to use to prevent hair fall. Well, Vipin, a good question, but it is important to understand if the hair fall is from the roots. If that is the case, then a shampoo will not prevent or further stop the hair fall. The shampoo is just a good cleanser. It helps you keep your scalp clean. And if the roots are weak, they are falling because of probably poor nutrition, stress, and there are other factors than just using a shampoo that are necessary to improve the hair fall. But again, use a mild shampoo. The idea is to keep the scalp clean. So in case you're using any treatment, it helps in the active ingredient to reach the scalp and give you good results. A mild shampoo is good enough. Mr. Abdul Salam Ansari wants to know if there's any natural skin lightener for my skin, because he experiences darkness when using local skin lighteners. Since we are on the topic of skin lighteners, something that most people don't realize is one of the best things that works as a good skin lightener is a sunscreen. Because as Indians, when we are exposed to the sun, we tend to tan or increase the amount of pigmentation in our skin. The skin color cells in our type of skin is very active. So using a sunscreen goes a long way in preventing pigmentation, in improving skin texture, in even becoming fairer. So if you use your sunscreen diligently every single day, you will see an improvement in your skin in probably a month's time. So if you don't want to use a skin lightener, or if you have problems with the existing skin lighteners, I would suggest just use a good sunscreen all the time. Natural skin lighteners, there are home remedies which combine curd and curcumin and other things, but I wouldn't really recommend those because no one knows the exact concentration, how often to use, and there are people who end up getting reactions and side effects because of that, some local skin irritation. A simple thing would be avoid the sun, use a sunscreen, and use a good cleanser moisturizer. Hi Kushi, Glad you could join us. You want to know something about skincare routine for your needs. So for that, I would require what your needs are. But Kushi, a skincare routine depends upon your skin type, your skin age, right? And what your daily routine is. What time you get up, what time you come back home, do you go to the gym, are you out traveling or are you indoors? So there are a lot of variables here. But in general, like I discussed at the beginning of this session, using a good cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen routine will help 95% of the people to get a good skin. Hi, Pradeep. You want to know something about dandruff? And yeah, very similar to the question asked earlier, that your dandruff becomes worse in winters, or you experience dandruff only in winters. Well, it is possible that it is not dandruff to begin with, and it is just dry skin, right? And when you probably run your hair through the scalp, it flakes off and makes you feel that it is dandruff, but it may just be dry skin. So use a mild shampoo and a conditioner to keep it hydrated. Also, what one can do is use a bit of coconut oil half an hour prior to washing your hair. That will give the adequate hydration and at the same time lock in the moisture so that the dandruff problem reduces. Overnight application of oil on the scalp is not a good idea, but about an hour, half an hour prior to hair wash can be done. Especially in winters, it will help. Hi, Kushi. You want to know about the treatments that we give at the clinic? Well, most treatments that you have read about or can think of are provided at the clinic. Anything ranging from acne to anti-aging, laser treatments to Botox fillers. Of course, the whole emphasis is first understanding your skin and suggesting you treatments specific to your skin. So you're more than welcome to visit the clinic, and we'll be glad to help you with a good skincare routine and procedures required. Hi, Wasim. That's a good question, a good sunscreen. Since I've been talking about the sunscreen so much. So a sunscreen with at least SPF of 30 is what I would recommend. Use sunscreens from companies which have good products, because when an SPF of 30 is mentioned on the sunscreen, it should provide you that 30 SPF. But many a times, if you use a substandard product or from a company which does not have strict manufacturing standards, they may write an SPF 30, but you might get something like 10, 12, maybe 18 SPF. So you could try Neutrogena sunscreens. Sebamed has excellent sunscreens, both 30 and 50 SPF. If you want something over-the-counter branded ones, you could try some L'Oreal sunscreens. Hi, Amar. Any safety measures we could take for the lips? Good question, Amar. Lips are important. And the single most important thing you could do for your lips is keep them hydrated. So using a good lip balm. Something as simple as plain Vaseline jelly can work as a lip balm, but keeping it hydrated by regularly using a lip balm is a good idea. For women who use a lot of lipstick, avoid using darker shades. Lighter shades are better. And yeah, a lip gloss also does help. Abdul Salam again, is laser treatment helpful for skin lightening, and what are the side effects of that? Yeah, absolutely. There are some good laser treatments for skin lightening, very specifically for our type of skin, that is the Indian type 4, type 5 skin. There is the Q-switched ND-YAG laser. The treatments are very safe, and you will see the results after at least 3 or 4 sessions. Right? So you do require multiple sessions, but they're very safe and they work good for our type of skin. Hi Vinay, what is the difference between hair fall and hair loss? Okay, so hair fall would be obvious. You would see your hair fallen on the floor, or you can see that on your chair or on the back of your shirt. Whereas hair loss need not necessarily be because you can see hair fall. And you would gradually notice that maybe now you have less hair on the head. So it's a very gradual process of hair loss, versus hair fall would be something that you see immediately, or somebody will point out to you that, oh, there's too much hair on the floor, or the drains are getting clogged in the bathroom. So something like that. Hi Sudeshna, I think I just missed your comments up there. But I think it was something about oily skin and using the sunscreen. So yeah, nowadays we do have sunscreens which are catering to oily skin types. So they are more gel based and they have a silicone component to it. So they sit very nicely on the face. They don't make you look very greasy. They have a matte finish to it. So yeah, there are sunscreens catering specifically to oily skin face type, which you should try. Yeah, it will help. Umar wants to know if there's a shampoo which keeps my hair from getting frizzy, and a conditioner can increase my hair oiliness. So there are very specific shampoos designed for frizzy or very tangled hair, although I think it's a little difficult to get here in India, but you do get them from some specific brands. That is something that you could try. Shampoos designed for frizzy and uncombable hair. And you're right, conditioners tend to increase the hair oiliness, not directly the hair oiliness, but they increase the shine and the slip to the hair. So it makes it look oily. So a mild shampoo for frizzy hair is something that you could try. But going to the parlor and getting specific hair spa or hair conditioning done will help your hair reduce the frizziness. You could also try using one of the leave-on hair conditioners, right? Especially the newer ones, they are not at all oily. They don't leave a greasy residue, and something that you can wear throughout the day. Hi Ajay, you want to know my hair is not growing. Okay. So hair growth is not a very simple thing, and I can't just say do this and your hair will start growing. But very importantly, in given today's stressful lifestyle, there are a lot of contributing factors to hair growth becoming slow or almost negligible. So poor nutrition is the #1 cause, according to me. So improving the nutrition, eating the right kind of food. What the hair needs is a lot of proteins, a lot of ions. So increase that in your diet. Try and reduce the stress by doing something fun. Engage yourself in an activity that you want to do, but because of your lifestyle, you're unable to, and it is playing on your mind. And of course, taking care of your scalp. So if your scalp is dirty or has a lot of dandruff, you want to keep it clean by shampooing it regularly so that it gets the nutrition, and that should help your hair to grow. Taking specific supplements also does help. And of course, there is the medical line of treatment using minoxidil and other options. Right, so I think I missed a question up there about oil for baby hair. And sorry, I missed your name there, but you have a 7-month-old baby and baby has dandruff. Yeah, so that is possible that newborn babies or babies less than 1 year of age have dandruff on their scalp, which looks a little yellowish and greasy. and it is fairly normal. It's not uncommon to get something like that. And any regular shampoo is good enough. You won't believe it. Any mild shampoo for the baby is good enough to remove that dandruff, that greasy dandruff. Just use a mild baby shampoo, use it every day, and gently try to tease off the dandruff. Okay? All of it is not going to come out in one go. It'll come off slowly over a period of 1 week, 10 days. Give it some time, and gently, when it does come off, the scalp should be normal, right? It's fairly common. Don't worry about it. Ashish wanted to know something about getting rid of blackheads and how do I reduce oil production in my skin. So Ashish, I'm assuming you are somewhere just adolescent and you have a very oily face and you have some blackheads on the face. Again, using a good cleanser to get rid of all that grease is important. And for the blackheads, actually you require treatment because blackheads are the first step to getting pimples. So using the right cream will help reduce or even prevent you from getting pimples. But as of now, you need a cleanser which helps get rid of the grease on your face. So something for oily skin, right? Don't go for a mild cleanser. Go for something that will take away the grease, something which contains salicylic acid, 1 or 2%. Hi, Suman. Please help me with some skin peeling treatment available and number of seatings required. So, Suman, it depends what are we doing the peeling for. If it's just for something like a glow, then there are a whole bunch of peeling treatment options available, and you can start seeing the effect as little as in 2 sessions. So it really depends on why you're doing the peeling and what is your end goal. And the cost depends upon which type of peel we do, right? So you're more than welcome to come down at the clinic and discuss a little more in detail about what peel and what specific reason that you want to do for. Thanks, Tanvi. You're more than welcome. I'm glad you could take back some points and tips from the discussion today. Hi, Jitendra. I think I missed you up there. My clinic is actually located in Lokhandwala, Andheri. You can also look it up on the internet, and the name is flashing in the background. That's Skin Indulgence. So you can see me there whenever you can make it. So a small offshoot of our discussion, we can talk about some diet for skin. Diet does play an important role in skincare because in the end we are what we eat. Using improving our diet and lifestyle can go a long way in keeping your skin healthy and glowing. There are no specific foods that I would say eat them and you'll be fine, because it's a more holistic approach. But just in general, some tips, what the skin needs and what the hair needs from the diet. Eating foods which have high content of antioxidants is good for the skin. Vitamin C is good for the skin. So fruits containing vitamin C, like your oranges, your citrus fruits. Nowadays, there's a lot of buzz going about pomegranate as a very strong antioxidant. Absolutely, it does help. So a little bit of everything rather than just one thing and a lot of it. So don't just go with the buzz. Try to incorporate little changes in your diet every day. Try to mix your fruits, have a fruit plate, or try different fruit every day, and that will help. In terms of hair, like I mentioned earlier, what you need is some proteins, some iron. So in the vegetarian food, the proteins would be more from your dals, your pulses, your soys, like your chole, and iron will be from your green leafy vegetables like palak, methi. Try to increase that in your diet. It does work. to improve your scalp, hair, and to improve the skin. Hi Femida, you want to know how to avoid oil on skin? Well, oily skin is genetically determined, and hormones have a very important role to play. That's why around puberty time, everybody's in general skin gets very oily because the hormones start working on the oil glands and they start secreting a lot of oil. Some people just have oily skin all the time, whereas many people just experience it during puberty. So oily skin is more of an internal thing rather than an external thing. But if you feel that there are certain food items that you have and then you feel a little greasy on your face, you want to avoid that. Otherwise, just use a good cleanser to reduce the amount of oil on your face. Ashish, hi. You want to know what type of soap is best for the baby's face? Okay, I just missed that. But like I mentioned earlier again, products designed for the baby skin are made in such a way that they take care of all those important criterias where the baby skin is not formed completely, it's very gentle, and you need a product which is non-fragrant, which is very mild, has less preservatives. So go with something like that, you won't go wrong. Again, like I said earlier, again, Sebamed has a whole range of baby care products. They are very good. Kushi, hi, you want to know using makeup can affect the skin? Absolutely, Kushi, good question. And yes, using the wrong kind of makeup can affect your skin. So makeup can be an oil-based makeup or a water-based makeup. So if your skin is more acne prone and you use an oil-based makeup, it will clog your pores and your acne may become worse. So yes, using makeup which does not suit your skin can make it worse. So always test spot your makeup. It's a good idea. Hi, Suman. You wanted to know where my clinic is? Yeah, so the clinic is actually in Lokhandwala, Andheri. And it's called Skin Indulgence. You can look it up online. You'll get the details. And I think we posted up on the chat section too. So that's the address. You can see me there. Bhushan, hi Bhushan, you want to know for dry and rough skin, what type of skincare one should follow? For dry and rough skin, right? So it seems pretty obvious that you want to give back the moisture because you don't have any and the skin is very dry. So using a good moisturizer is very important. Need not necessarily be thick because the thick moisturizer can block your pores and make your skin worse by giving you acne. So using a mild cleanser, a good moisturizer should do wonders for your skin. Vinay, you wanted to know about hair graying, how to get rid of this. I wish I knew, Vinay. I wish if anybody knew, there would be a millionaire. Nobody likes gray hair. In younger children or in younger population, if they get gray hair, it's usually hereditary. And hereditary graying of hair, there is very little we can do. Sorry about that. Kiran, what must SPF be used in summer to protect from sun rays? Kiran, I mentioned that earlier. I would recommend an SPF of at least 30, ideally SPF 50. But if you start using an SPF 50 directly, sometimes it's too thick, sometimes it's greasy on the face. People don't like to use it. So start off with SPF 30. That is at least something that will protect you in the sun. Shiv Prasad, you want to know how to manage post-mycosis skin depigmentation on the face. Wow, that's a very specific condition you have there. I really don't know what this post-mycosis you're talking about. If it was a superficial fungal infection and you have some residual hypopigmentation, then actually don't do anything about it. Over a period of time, gradually the skin color cells will start working again and you'll get back your color. In the meantime, it's important that you take adequate sun protection, because the rest of the skin will tan and that part will not. So the contrast will just increase and make you look like it's even more prominent. So a good idea would be to continue using a sunscreen and let it be. The skin pigmentation should gradually come back, maybe in 1 or 2 months' time. Sudeshna again, hi. I have hormonal acne problem. When I stop meds, my acne returns. Is there any treatment for this? Good question, Sudeshna. So as you said that you have hormonal acne, and when you stop your meds, your acne returns. That means the medicines are responsible for keeping your skin normal and the underlying hormonal problem is not corrected. So unless that is done, you will continue using your treatment, whether it's tablets or whether it's applications, and sort out your hormonal issues. Unless that is done, you will be on treatment till it clears. So acne is something that bothers almost everyone. And I just want to reinforce some very basic points about acne again. Something like, please don't play with the acne which come out. Don't try to squeeze them or puncture them and poke them, because treatment of active acne is fairly simple and easy, but managing the post-acne problems like pigmentation and scarring can become disturbing, and it takes a long time. We have Amar asking again, I'm planning a vacation in May in Goa along with the kids, 6 years. Can we use the same SPF sunscreen of 30? Up to 6 years, yes, that should be fine. Kids can use the same sunscreen that you are using, yes. Sanjay wants to know, hi doc, what is a good treatment for hair loss? Hi Sanjay, we were discussing about hair loss earlier, and hair loss is not a simple treatment as in I can just tell you off and you'll be fine. It's a combination of lifestyle modification, improving your diet, doing your treatments, doing your medications, maybe some procedures. And it's a slow process. You don't expect your hair loss to improve in 1 or 2 months. You require the treatment for at least 6 to 8 months before you start seeing good results for your hair loss. So it's a very tailored, very specific treatment that at least at my clinic we offer to the patients. So if you're really interested, you can come by and we can discuss about hair loss. But nutrition and lifestyle modification is an integral part of the treatment. Vishwakarma, hi, you wanted to know what is the best medicine for rashes due to saliva in the baby. Okay, so sometimes babies can drool from the side of the mouth, and that can give rise to some redness and some irritation. So, and this generally happens when the baby is sleeping, right? So a simple thing that you could do is when the baby just goes off to sleep, apply some Vaseline jelly at the angle of the mouth. So when the baby does drip saliva, it does not come in touch with the skin, but rather with the Vaseline, which can be wiped off. And for the existing rash, you don't need to do anything. As long as the saliva does not irritate it anymore, it will heal. Misbah here, hi, salam bro, yes, walaikum salam. Okay, so yes, I am at Skin Indulgence, yes. Best serum for glowing skin and good cream for pigmentation. Okay. For glowing skin, best serum, right? I don't know how I can recommend it just across the chat here. And for pigmentation, some important tips that I would like to share with you people about pigmentation, especially on the face. in the context of Indian skin, for us, is avoid friction. So avoid rubbing your face too hard. That is a very important thing. Second is keep your skin hydrated, because a dry skin can make your skin look dull, lusterless, and dark. And of course, using a sunscreen to prevent any further pigmentation from deteriorating. So do these 3-4 basic things. Don't rub your face too hard. Use a good moisturizer. Keep your face covered with a good sunscreen whenever you're out. It can go a long way to reduce the pigmentation on the face. And as far as glowing skin concerned, serums, there are a lot of serums that you could try, especially vitamin C serums really help, because vitamin C is a very good antioxidant, hydrates your skin, protects you from free radical damage. So a vitamin C serum is something that you could try for a glowing skin. Absolutely. I hope that helps, Ms. Bhan. So since we are talking so much about lifestyle and skincare, what according to me would be some tips to improve? Well, sleeping on time is a very important thing. So try and get your beauty sleep, as they call it. And the duration is, of course, important, but when you go to sleep is also important, right? So try to sleep early, maybe by 11:30, 12 max, and then get up early so that you have that adequate sleep. But more importantly, it conforms to the biological cycle that is set into the human body, right? So you sleep at a particular time and you get up at a particular time, right? So that is one thing that you could try. Second thing is eat on time. Eat on time. Don't try to have lunch at 4 o'clock and then dinner at 10 o'clock. Try to eat on time. Have a good breakfast. And if there is too long a time between your meals, try and eat a fruit. It will work wonders for your skin. So some very basic lifestyle changes can go a long way in improving your skin. Hi Pushkar, shampoo for dandruff, any medicated one. So look for a shampoo which has ZPTO, that is capital Z, capital P, capital T and O, ZPTO, or 2% ketoconazole, right? So that should definitely help you. Any brand is good as long as they contain these two ingredients, that is ZPTO and ketoconazole. I hope that helps, Pushkar. Coming back to lifestyle, the other thing is, since we are on the topic of shampoos, washing your hair more frequently, right? So I would go out on a limb and probably say that washing your hair every day is good enough. But if people with long hair, difficult to manage hair, you could try shampooing at least every other day, right? That should really help. Hi, Kili. You have some back, neck is more dark and thick. A good medicine for something like that. Yeah, Kili, that's a very good question. And it's a fairly common problem that people have, that the back of the neck is a little dark and it feels thicker. Most of the time, it is more to do with a metabolic problem. So if you are overweight or if you have recently put on a lot of weight, that can cause some changes in your skin, which include darkening and thickening of the back of the neck. So one thing that you could do is actually lose weight, and you will see that the pigmentation starts improving by itself. Something that you should not do is rub the skin or try to scrub the dirtiness off, thinking that it is something that you could take off. But no, please don't do that. It will only make the pigmentation darker. So try and lose some weight, try and improve your lifestyle, and you will see an improvement in that pigmentation by itself without doing anything. So again, we are back to lifestyle changes, and this was the other tip. Try and come back to your ideal body weight. So if you are higher than what your height and weight should be, that is your BMI, that is the body mass index, then you will suffer from some skin issues, and trying to come back to your ideal BMI will help in improving your skin. That will include watching what you eat, exercising, trying to stay fit, eating on time, sleeping on time, washing your hair more often, using a good cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen routine. Right? Yeah, Misbah, thanks. Yeah, I'll see you at the clinic. Yes, thank you. So, lifestyle modification is a very integral part of skin care, because the skin is a reflection of what you are internally. So if you have internal problems, if you have medical issues, they tend to show through your skin. So keeping fit internally will show and have that glow on your face. The skin will look good. So try and improve yourself in a holistic way. Medications can only help you so much, right? So the part that you play is keeping yourself fit, trying to get into a good lifestyle, eating the right food. In all this, of course, people like to go to the gym for exercise. May be true, but gym is not the only exercise that you can do. Indulge in a sport that you like to do, maybe cricket, maybe football, maybe some indoor like squash, or maybe sometimes tennis, something different, not necessarily going to the gym and sweating it out. And medication would be in conjunction to what you're doing. The other half is calming down your mind for stress, right? So doing yoga, doing meditation absolutely helps. But I wonder how many of us can actually sit and free our mind while doing the yoga. But it does help, absolutely. Vinay wants to know any tips for summer? Sure. So in summer, you tend to be a little more sweaty. The weather is hot and humid. So you want to feel clean, so you end up having a bath more often. But just because it's hot and humid does not mean that you should not put back the moisture in your skin. So again, use a moisturizer after bath. And since it is summer, it's hot, use a sunscreen. The best thing to do is avoid going out in the sun between 11 to 4. That's where the sun is really harsh. Try and seek the shade, be indoors, avoid traveling in the open. Internally, keep yourself hydrated, because summertime, most people feel dehydrated, very thirsty. So drinking water is an essential part of the treatment. So avoid the sun, protect your skin, keep yourself hydrated. All these things will help you through summer. So thank you everyone for joining. We are almost near the end of our live chat. We just have another probably 10 minutes or so remaining. Any more questions if you have, I can still help you out. It was really fun interacting with you guys. A lot of relevant questions. If you have any more queries, I'll be more than happy to help you out. You can come down at the clinic for even more personalized skincare options. Since we are at the fag end, if there's anything that I've missed, you can ask me. We have another few minutes. Since we're waiting for any more questions, just one last tip that I'd like to give you guys. When you're washing your face, don't try to rub your face. Clean it gently, treat it with some respect. Don't scrub your face. So a mild, gentle cleanser. Use very gently all over the face. Use a moisturizer. You don't need to massage it in, and then use a sunscreen, right? So these, if there's anything that we really discussed today and you should take back from this, is using a good skincare routine includes a mild cleanser, a moisturizer, and skin care with sunscreen, right? So I guess that's it for the day. Thanks everyone for joining in, and bye.